happening, y'all? Welcome back. This is episode 152 of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow. I am your host, the self-knighted Sir Cussalott Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I am joined as always by my co-host Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hello there.
How you doing tonight, Mara?
I'm all right.
Living,
How are you?
maintaining.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda. Kinda. We need you more than kinda though. Like, how do I get you above kinda?
I don't know. I'll think about it until we're done recording.
All right, don't do that. I need you thinking about this podcast. Don't think about other shit, because then we can't have your mind wandering. You not knowing what's going on.
I mean, I know what's going on. I'm just saying it's
Do
in the
you?
back of my
Do
head.
you though? Do you know what's going on, Mara?
Kinda.
There you go with the kinda again.
Oh, okay. So we'll figure it out by the time we are done here
Kinda.
tonight.
Kinda.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, what we're actually here to talk about though is the Arrowverse on the CW. That being Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, Black Lightning, Batwoman, Stargirl, Superman and Lois. They're all starting to fall off. No more Black
One by
Lightning,
one.
no more Arrow, soon to be no more Supergirl. One more season of Batwoman. We're losing our people, Mara. What do we do?
I don't know, because representation ain't showing no more.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking about our superheroes, but
That too.
yeah, yeah. But that too, what you just said, yeah, that's happening too. Yeah. But let's talk about the shows that actually happened this week,
That we
though.
still have
Yeah,
left.
let's talk about what we got. What do we have? So where do you want to start? We got 4 shows this week. Which one you want to talk about first?
uh, let's just start with Legends.
All right. So what was this episode called?
Back to the finale, part 2.
Yeah. So this one kicks off right after we find out that Sarah's a clone. Clone. Man, did I say clone?
It sounded like you did.
Wow. It felt like I did. Like I felt the W in there. And it was just like, why was there a W on your lips, sir? Like, I have no idea.
Couldn't
I know
tell
how
you.
clone is pronounced. I've said it a bunch of times, particularly on this podcast. Got a Sarah clone now. We had an Ava clone. Well, Ava's still Ava clones, but we've been talking about Ava clones for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what actually happened in this episode before I give myself some kind of existential crisis.
I'm trying
Um,
to figure out when they last called their episode back to the finale.
what do you mean?
Why is this called part 2?
It's a Back to the Future reference.
I mean, I know there was a Back to the Future like referencing in here. It's just the titling of it.
It was the way the storyline went was reminiscent of Back to the Future Part 2.
Okay.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. I know you're like 12, so you haven't seen Back to the Future Part 2, so you don't know. But yes, the plot was very reminiscent of Back to the Future Part 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody trying to change some shit, they're trying to undo the changes and all that kind of stuff. It turns out the changes actually were causing what actually happened. Yeah, that's all Back to the Future Part 2 stuff. Um, anyway, so we kicked this off like I said, find out right as we found out Sarah was a clone. Then we see that what actually happened was that antidote that Bishop gave Sarah was not an antidote because there is no antidote for that poison that she had.
Zagreon bite.
Yeah, that shit. It was actually just a primer so he could clone her. Um,
Gross.
then we got our Ava back on the, not on the wave. Are they on the wave rider? I think they're on the wave rider. Are they in
I think
Constantine's house?
so, because they took the because Amelia came back with the Wave Rider.
Right. That's right. I'm remembering now. I was trying to
Hmm.
figure out like why the way we're all okay. Yeah, I see. It's
Don't do that.
been a long day.
I
Um.
know, but don't do that.
Anyway, yeah, she's watching the video of Sarah the night she was taken. Saying she was gonna propose to her girlfriend, and she's not okay. Just crying and shit because she thinks Sarah's dead because Amelia Earhart said she killed her, which she did. It's true. She didn't
She did
lie.
not lie. She's not wrong.
She didn't lie, and she wasn't mistaken either. She did kill her. But yeah, the rest of the team isn't doing so great either. Um, except Mick, because Mick's still having alien sex, so he's good. His
You
life
know,
is
he's
good.
he's chilling. He's like, I'm good. I'm
He,
good. Leave me
he,
be.
he is balls deep in the alien, and he is living his best alien banging life, channeling his inner Captain Kirk. Is what he did. You know, and Commander Will Riker, if you're talking Next Generation, that was his role there. He was banging all the aliens there. Anyway,
I'm tired.
let's see.
She gives Mick till the third moon to find and rescue Sarah, or she's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Back with Bishop, like Ava comes in with a gun. He basically shoots himself so he can activate his new body because he's just like finally, and just. So I'm like, well, shit, dude.
He's like, I've been waiting so long for this.
Yeah. So yeah, what he really wants is he wants to make a bunch of alien Sarah hybrids because that's what his goal is. That's the perfect human race thing that he's got planned because he's fucking nuts. Um, we still got Mix out there looking for Sarah because he's like you said, Kayla told him he got to the third moon sets before she get out of there. Um, he runs into Gary and the Avas. Um, then we cut back to Berrod, and he's on his Back to the Future shit. Like, yep, I'm gonna go do this.
I like how Behrad has thinking weed because I too have thinking weed.
Do you?
Yes.
Interesting. I don't have
You
thinking
keep
wine, but like I have like turn up wine and I have chill wine, but I don't think I have thinking wine. I have writing wine, but you know that's different.
when I just want to lay down and just think.
Sit, think, and chair, and think, think.
So like
Because when we use our mind, we can do anything that we wanna do. Why are you looking at me like that? Like your kid doesn't watch Blue's Clues?
I know what it's from.
But you're giving me a look like your kid doesn't watch Blue's Clues, and I'm not
No,
like.
she does not watch Blue's Clues.
Why doesn't she watch Blue's Clues? It's
I
because
don't
Steve
have
ain't there
cable.
no more because it's trash. I get it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yep, Steve ain't there no more, so it's trash. I get it. I wouldn't want to watch it either. Pretty sure it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, but that requires paying for it.
Does it?
I don't have Paramount Plus.
Don't you?
I don't know. Do I?
You might.
they've been given a login for Paramount Plus. So
Just saying, like, your podcast partner clearly just always has all the things. I don't know why you're like acting surprised about
no,
this.
because also my podcast partner also abruptly cancels things at times, so I know not to get stuck with certain ones.
It's true. There are certain ones that are expendable. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Paramount felt like one of those that might have turned into expendable
It
ones.
is. It's very expendable. Anytime there's no new Star Trek for me to watch, it becomes expendable. You are absolutely right.
See,
Because there's not anything on there that I want to watch repeatedly, and older Star Trek stuff is still on Hulu. So it's just like I don't. If I want to watch Star Trek: The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine, I can still watch it on Hulu. It's the newer stuff like Lower Decks and Discovery and Picard that I watch on Paramount Plus. If there's no new episodes of that, it's just like, why do I have you here?
what is Discovery?
Star Trek Discovery.
Oh,
That's the one with old girl from Walking Dead. Um Now I can't remember her name. Her name on the show is Michael Burnham. What is her real name? Sonequa Martin Green.
sure.
I think that's who it is. Hold on. Now I gotta look. Yep, we're taking a detour on this podcast right now because I won't be able to concentrate until I figure out who this is. Yeah, Sonequa Martin Green. She was on The Walking Dead. Sonequa.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. She stars in that one. She's 5'5", in case you were curious about it. Yeah.
I wasn't, but thank you for
I
letting
mean,
me
I
know I'm
didn't
wrong.
think you were, but for some reason Wikipedia thought it was necessary for me to know that. So I'll let you know. It was just a thing. You know. March 21st, 1985 is when she was born. She's 36 years old, born in Alabama. But we're not here to talk about Star Trek stars like Sonequa Martin Green. We're still talking about legends right now. This episode just was not that interesting to me. That's kind of why I went off on a tangent that way.
There's that.
So yeah, the whole thing was they're like, okay, we're gonna go back into the past, into our past, which is still a literal past, but it's still our past, and basically stop Sarah from getting kidnapped. Shenanigans ensue. They don't stop her. Long story short, I mean, is there anything besides her getting loose and coming back that's really like important to you?
No.
I didn't think so either. They got Sarah back. They supposedly killed Bishop. I don't think he's dead.
Right, like it was too easy of a defeating.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, what else will be the problem now then?
Yeah. But yeah, Sarah gets back. That's all the thing. Spooner feels like she's welcome with the Legends now. Really, she's like, oh, I don't have to hide from them and blah blah blah. Sarah's got healing powers now. Yeah. Can we move on?
Yeah,
Let's move on.
she's like bulletproof now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Legends. Let's move on. What else? Where you want to go?
Oh
next?
yeah, they proposed and everything.
Oh, so yeah, Sarah did the actual proposal. Yeah.
There were fireworks. Yay! They left Kayla on that planet, and if she survives, she's gonna be really tight with them. We know she is.
Yeah. She gonna whoop somebody ass.
It's probably gonna be Mick and Gary.
Yeah.
All right. Batwoman.
Oh, interesting. I thought you were gonna go Flash. I'd already opened it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I'm just, that's just what I thought you were gonna do.
I like keeping you on your toes, if I can.
Mm-hmm. So, we kicked this episode off, but before that, whoop, forgot to ask you what's the name of the episode.
Kane Kate.
Yeah. So we kicked this
I'm
episode
still
off.
beating this dead horse of a story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dead horse of a story.
Well, good news is next week is the finale, and hopefully we'll be done with the aftermath of Dead Kate stuff, you know, because we have another Batwoman, but we decided to make this still about the old Batwoman. And yeah. Anyway,
All I'm saying is 17 episodes in, and we're still doing this.
yeah, yeah. But we kicked this episode off. You know, we got Batwoman in there whooping some ass, asking about Kate's whereabouts. Kate slash Cersei. Um, Turns out that Kate slash Cersei is at the bar. She just out there chilling, getting drunk with other girls, and like, hey, look at me. I'm drunk, chilling. Nobody knows who I am, but look
Ha ha.
at all these bitches I got. Like it's just,
Look at all the women I can pull.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like table full of them. Um, let's see. Alice, she's still crying over Ocean because, you know, Sophia ordered the fuck is her name?
Tatiana.
Yeah, Tatiana to kill her boo. So, it's dead Ocean. Um Luke's all super excited about having Kate back, but Ryan's feeling like insecure, not knowing what her place is now that Kate's back. Um Luke gives Kate the keys back to her motorcycle, like, hey, here's your bike back, do your thing. But she goes straight back to
Might
Roman.
remember some stuff.
Yeah, she ends up going straight back to Roman's
Her father.
house, aka Black Mask. Well, Cersei's father. That's that weird line. It's still Kate, but it's Cersei's. Thinks she's Cersei, so I don't. It that shit is weird.
Yeah, it's like I'm unclear on who is who, but I'm just under the impression that Cersei's consciousness is fucking beating the fuck out of Kate's. So
yeah, like she still thinks she's Cersei, but still knows that she's not Cersei, but is in Kate's body, and it's yeah. Anyway,
and is aware of all that shit.
yeah, yeah. But she has all the Batwoman info and gives it to Black Mask.
And Sophia, who are ready to burn like Gotham to the fucking ground.
Burn it down.
Burn, baby, burn.
Let's see. Then we got some talk between Ryan and Sophie about, the whole who's Batwoman thing and all that. We now know we got a bunch of ex-crows are working for Black Mask now. Surprise, surprise.
Where else would they go? Like, why would we be surprised by this?
Where do corrupt people go? To other corrupt. So
The other villains.
yeah. Of course, that asshole Crow is there joining up with Black Mask now.
Talroth and over here questioning, well, really, what am I getting out of this?
Did he even have a court date yet? Like, are we gonna pretend that didn't happen? Are we just moving past that?
No, I think he's on parole.
I mean, I'm
Not
saying
parole, out on bail.
but like next week is the finale. So like, are we just like?
Probably won't see his court date, but I hope he gets his ass kicked by Ryan.
I hear you, but it's just
Disrespectfully.
like what I'm saying is it's kind of like representative of what actually happens, where he just like gets away with it because
Greg Berlanti knows we don't want to see that.
I mean, yeah, he knows. That doesn't mean he won't do it. Because, like I said, he's out. Next week is the finale. I don't know if we got time for a court hearing during the finale. So
I feel like I predicted as this: they gonna fight, and he's gonna end up getting arrested again anyway for being a part of False Face. So we'll just have to assume off screen that he's going to fucking prison, unless he gets away at the end. But
We'll
I feel
see.
like I see him and her fighting again.
Yeah, we'll see on Sunday.
Almost here.
Then Ryan hears Kate talking to Mary about getting back out there as Batwoman. She gets all pouty face about it because she's like, "Oh, I don't know where I belong now." And goes back to her van out by the water. And while she's out there, she gets arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia because she had
Empty.
snake bite injectors. Yeah,
Yep.
snake bite injectors, empty
And
ones.
empty ones at that.
Okay, so like I got syringes. Like I don't know, it was illegal to own syringes. Like I don't understand. But Gotham.
It makes sense to them.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Then I chuckled at this because Alice puts Ocean's ashes in the ocean. When did she cremate him? And where did she cremate him? When did
I
this
was like,
happen?
when did you have time to do this? Because this was literally like the span of like 24, 36 hours.
Where's the crematorium? Where did you go? And who
I don't
did this
know.
for you? Like,
But
and
knowing
where did the urn come from? Like,
knowing Alice, she knows someone.
I don't know. It just, I was, part of me was just like, how? And then the other part of me was just like,
It's
the other
not gonna make sense, Travis.
the other part of me was just too happy to chuckle at the fact that she put Ocean's ashes in the ocean, so I didn't care. But I had questions at first, but the actual irony of her putting Ocean's ashes in the ocean just made it all okay. So it was okay. But then Sophia shows up because why wouldn't she? And yeah.
Add insult to injury.
Mm-hmm. So Ryan gets taken to the precinct, and of course Roman Sionis comes out and sits in the squad car.
He's like, let's chat real quick.
Comes in like, yeah, let me talk shit because that's what I'm here to do. Yeah. Nothing else left of that scene. Just him talking shit, gloating because he feels like he won.
He's like, my. Look how the tables have turned.
Mm-hmm. As Michael Scott would say, how the turntables. Back in the Batcave, we got Cersei Kate in there talking to the folks, and she just tranquilizes everybody, which is odd. Like, why wouldn't you kill them? They did allude to that, like, maybe she still got enough Kate in her that she wouldn't kill us. That's the thing.
Maybe.
Because she had multiple opportunities to kill them, and
I was
she did
gonna
not.
say to kill them would end the whole show, so that's why.
Like, she had multiple opportunities to kill them. Like, she had Ryan literally dead to rights. She could have killed her and did not. Like, on the ground, could have killed her and chose not to kill her. They want us to say it's because she has enough Kate in her for her, like, not do it. But I believe they wrote themselves into a bit of a corner there, and like, oh, we can't kill off them because they're the main villains. I mean, main heroes. So
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Anyway, we got Ryan in there talking to her parole officer. Basically, tells her that she's Batwoman. She doesn't believe her at first, but then guards try to kill them. Ryan whoops their ass, and now the parole officer believes her.
She's just like, well then.
Yeah,
that's not what I was expecting.
Mm-hmm. Then we got some more of Cersei Kate in the Batcave. Ryan gets there. We got, Cersei Kate hunting her down with a crossbow. The Ryan versus Kate fight happens in that thing at some point. We kind of talked about that. But anyway, back to Sophia.
Yeah, I was going to say back to that. She tells her, so Sophia's like, let this beef go. Like, this is old. This is tiring. I'm going to get my island back.
Honestly, I get it. I'm with her. Like, yo, Alice dropped this shit. You got other things to worry about. Like, it's just, this ain't the fight no more. Like, whatever. Be gone. It's all ending badly for you every time. Just let it go.
And then she stabs her with that knife.
The Desert Rose knife, yeah, Desert Rose dagger. She
She's
also she name drops Poison Ivy though. That was cool to see. Um, like yeah,
yes.
Poison Ivy is gonna help her. You know, has some little like other plant or whatever that's gonna help the Desert Rose spread and all that. So
Yeah, so she can have the island back a lot faster because Cersei found this room with all this old Batman villain stuff in it. And it's just like, why hold on to that?
because Bruce Wayne, that's why. Like nobody said the
Bruce.
man wasn't flawed. Like he has some issues. He has a he has a hard time letting go, Mara. That hence Batman. Right? Like that's Bruce Wayne. Like it 100% tracks that he would keep all this stuff because he has a very hard time letting things go.
Horrible.
Um, Sophia tells Alice that Kate is Cersei. Talked about that. Started with the little Desert Rose dagger, all the old villain stuff. She also has all the Batwoman shit too. So she has the Batwoman suit.
She got the suit, she got the weapons, she got everything.
But you know what she doesn't have?
The
As we
heart.
as we saw for the previews of the next episode, she doesn't have Luke Fox, aka Batwing.
Right.
So
Can't
excited for
wait.
next week. So excited for next week. Like, oh my god.
Makes me
Like,
want to play Batman.
huh?
Makes me want to play Batman.
Oh yeah. What I want, like I said, I know Batwoman's ending next season, but like, and I know this won't happen, but can we please get a Batwing spinoff? Like, spinoff Batwing. Just give Luke Fox the show. Like, give me that, please, please. I know you won't, but I'm still gonna say please. Yeah, or at least put him on some other show. Like, get him on Legends. Somehow, Batwing is on Legends now. I don't care. I don't care about the logistics. I don't care that it doesn't make any sense. You know, put him on there.
Put him on Titans. I don't know.
That could be interesting too.
Do it.
Hmm.
We got we'll have three different kinds of them. Yo, have you seen the trailer for the next season of Titans?
I have not.
Oh, I'm gonna have to send it to you.
I, did I? I never finished season 2. I just realized that. Like I got into season 2 and then I got distracted by something else and then never came back to it. But now I've forgotten everything about Titans, so I might have to watch everything from the beginning because I just don't remember what happens on Titans anymore. Or at least at the beginning of season 1. I mean
We
season
have
2.
until I think August. So
The great thing about it is it'll be on HBO Max so I can just watch it when I want to. So it's not like I'm in a rush because I'm not
oh
getting
yeah,
rid of
no.
HBO Max. So that's one of the ones that are not expendable because it has South Park. Um,
Yeah.
and Black Lady Sketch Show. That's funny.
Yeah, I want to rewatch the second season again because I don't think I watched the last two, or I don't know.
Did you watch what was the other show? That damn Michael Shea?
Yes, I want more of that.
Yes. So good. So good. However, you know what the best show on television right now is? And I know this is kind of weird talking about these shows right now, and I'm not saying it's one of these shows. The best show on television right now is Lego Masters.
Yes. I'm so
Like,
sad that me and Luna didn't get to watch yesterday's episode tonight, but we will get to it.
oh, yeah, just yeah, you'll get
It's
to
on
watch
Hulu.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's a very interesting episode. I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, okay. I would have never expected you all to give them this challenge. Okay, cool.
All right, now I'm excited to see what this
I think you'll like
what
it.
this episode
I
was.
think you'll like it. All right. Flash or Superman and Lois? Where you want to go next?
Let's go with Flash.
C Squad. The end. Okay. So it's just the whole episode, I just kept going, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But the only thing I did care about was that Chester got Allegra to agree to play D&D with him. And I was like, I love that.
Yeah, I liked the D&D references being made.
Mm-hmm. It did sound like some of the things they did was written by people that had only heard about D&D and never actually played D&D though. Like when they
They
were
were
in
just saying they were just saying names and things.
yeah, when they were in jitters and talking about like, you can't do this, blah blah blah. Like, maybe you let me back into the campaign. Wait,
No.
that's not how this works. Like, what do you? Okay, whatever. I'm just glad you're talking about it. Whatever. But I chuckled. I mean, honestly, anything. Is there anything with this episode that you really care about? Like, be real. Is there something that you care about? If so, we'll talk about it. It's just to me, it
No.
was just like
The
not
only
even the
thing
B
that's
squad. Like it was the C squad. Like not even Killer Frost. Like it
yeah,
was
like all the supers were gone.
yeah. It was Allegra. Like
And it was all, to be
well,
honest,
Sue and Chester was too, but yeah, okay.
the one thing I will say is because like until they had brought it up, um, when Allegra and her cousin were training, you realize Allegra is like the only meta on that team whose powers haven't like gone through some kind of like training or like updating.
Yeah, yeah.
And she got her software update like right in time and became a solar flare.
Yeah, she leveled up. She finally leveled up. It took a
And
while, but
that's what this episode was. It was literally it's it was her get like we knew she was gonna get her cousin back because like there was no way this kind of show was not.
mm-hmm.
Um the one thing I wanted to know more on was about Kramer and Joe. And at first they did good on making me feel like she was an evil white woman with the way she came at Joe when he brought evidence to her that something didn't smell right.
But then it
But
turns
then
out she's is a not evil Native American woman, and
right. I was just like, damn, sis, why do we gotta be one and the same? It's like earlier today, I went to go pick up kiddo from school, and my mask, I had it like halfway off because it was really tight on my face, and we were just outside for a prolonged period of time. I didn't realize that my mask had fallen off of my hand or out of my hand because I was also holding Lou's hoodie, and I had to get one from a cop. And Logan was like, "Well, now you got to be nice to cops for the rest of the day." And I was like, "I don't want to be nice to them. I don't wanna."
well,
But yeah,
yeah,
that was this episode, and Barry and Iris are working very hard at getting pregnant.
yeah. Barry was very busy vibrating in Iris, trying to get her pregnant. Because if at first you don't succeed, try again. Even if you have
Yeah,
to go off to a remote island and leave your team hanging.
for one day. It just seemed like they were only gone for like one day.
Yeah, but it was a day full of fucking. Like, it's a spectacular day for them.
To wherever they went.
I mean, quite honestly, Barry, I don't blame you, but still. But still.
But yeah. So
They're like, yeah, no
and
reception
Frost
there,
went
so you can't
after
call us. Yeah. Anyway, what up?
also Frost went after that dude that she kind of has a crush on,
Yeah, the bartender
um,
dude.
who's out on parole or whatever. because
He
he
got
made a
pardoned, I
deal.
think. Like,
Yeah, pardoned or whatever on Superman and Lois.
listen, I was almost mad, Mara,
Why?
because I thought this episode was about to be all flashback, and I was just like, "How dare you do this?" But they didn't. They didn't. It was only half flashback because
And
he
it was a
was
trick.
exactly. It was all part of a scheme, which is like, okay, okay, I'm okay with this. But this episode was called what?
A brief reminiscence in between cataclysmic events.
Well, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, extended cut if you want to copy and paste from CW's website.
Hmm. Did you
What
watch the CW.com version? Did you watch it live?
I had to watch the CW.com version.
Well, that means you got the extended version. So you may have got shit that I didn't see
I did.
because I watched it live.
Ah. Well, what I will say is I will fast forward through and sum up the beginning half of this episode, which was pretty much a throwback of Clark becoming kind of all the way from him finding the fortress to
Well, he didn't really find the fortress. He kind of
he
made the
made it.
fortress.
Yeah, it was like he was looking for the fortress, then he made it, met Jor-El, and then we see Clark training to become Tyler Hoechlin. Um, the actor who played younger him becoming Tyler Hoechlin. Returning to Smallville, Lana's moved on because time goes on, Clark. We don't all sit here waiting for you.
The way you're sitting right now sounds absolutely perfect. Don't move.
Okay. um, Martha, turns out Martha made Clark a suit.
You moved.
No, I didn't.
It sounds different.
It does not.
It does.
It doesn't.
It does.
Clark moves to Metropolis. Um, we got to see him super change in a telephone booth.
Yeah, that was fun. Like,
He
the old phone booth change. Old
and I like
school
that they actually
Superman.
showed it. Like, didn't just pan up above the phone booth to pan back down, and he's changed.
Yeah.
Like, they actually showed him do it. Um, he meets Lois, starts working at the planet. They get close. Uh, yeah, and then eventually, Superman has to save Lois from some dude with lightning bolts who's something about being a Nazi.
Yeah, and I like how in DC, like the Nazi symbol is not a swastika, it's the lightning bolt thingy because they're not gonna draw swastikas on steel. And I get it.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm any day that I can go without seeing a swastika, I'm cool.
Yeah. But yeah. Nazi flame thrower dude, they take him down.
Yeah, and then they introduce each other, and she finally names him as Superman for the first time, which then leads to interviews. Um,
They mentioned Jimmy in there too while he's
yes,
yeah, doing
they
all that.
mentioned Jimmy with his photos. Uh, while they're doing an interview, Lois's producer tells her that Superman's into her, and she's just like, "Nah, but I love Clark." And then they overhear, to which Superman realizes maybe it's time I tell Lois about the real me.
Yep. So he takes her home to meet his mama.
And then we get another montage of all the shit that we've already seen with them from Supergirl and Crisis.
Mhm. Yeah. The whole, engagement, him showing her he's Superman, marriage, all that. Then we
Yep,
see like, oh, is this a weird dream thing that he's having? No, no, no. It's all fake in his head because Edge is,
trying to see what his weaknesses is.
yeah, yeah.
Why are you choosing these humans over your people?
Yeah, how dare you choose this family you had over the brother that you just realized you had yesterday?
You
How dare
know,
you choose your wife and children over me, who you just found out was your brother less than 24 hours ago. I'm your brother, who you didn't
This over
know.
here think it's like on one of those things of like thinking that blood is thicker, or just like blood means everything,
Yeah,
because it doesn't. But you know, he threatens the boys. Uh, if he doesn't surrender, he destroys the crystal that shows Jor-El in the fortress, and then beat the snot out of Clark.
thoroughly. Like,
Yeah,
whooped his ass.
and then you get Lois, Lana, and Kyle talking.
Well, he also destroys the AI in the fortress too. There's no more Jor-El. He like crushes the crystal and shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. He destroyed the crystal.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And then he beat the snot out of Clark.
Yeah.
Lois, Lana, and Kyle are talking.
And who?
Kyle, because he's regular again.
Yeah.
Because they talking about how people in the town are going to want some answers, and they looking for some people to blame. Kyle, blame Kyle.
Yeah.
Um, Lois mentions that the DOD is still looking for Edge, and I was like, it's a shame that they won't fucking find him.
Yeah.
Like, you have a better chance of him finding them.
Exactly.
You got the kids talking in the other room, and Sarah thanks Jordan and Jonathan for being honest with her.
Like, now, John, leave the room so I can make out with your brother.
Yeah, like, it works this way. But what else? Oh yeah, and then Kyle apologizes to Lois for everything he did and said to her. And it was like, okay, you're still an asshat, but okay.
Mm-hmm. Then Ed shows
They
up at the
all
Kent
go home.
house.
Right, they go home, and I was just like, why would you go there? It's like a big open target.
They don't know that though.
I don't know. I feel like if I saw no, if I knew something like this was going on, I would never go back to the one place and that person's like off the grid. I would never go back to the one place they know where I could definitely be found.
But they don't know that Edge knows that Clark Kent is Superman. So he said they don't know that. That's the thing. There's no reason why they wouldn't think they can go home.
I don't know. I'm just paranoid, not that.
But yeah, Ed shows up at their house, and then Superman comes in. He was just like, "All right, whatever. I'll do whatever you ask. Just leave them alone."
Jordan tried to blast him, and I appreciated him trying to do so, but
Yeah, it's like yeah. You are not like you are not there. You are half human, sir. Sorry, sit your ass
right,
down
like you are
somewhere.
lucky if he does not snap your neck.
Yeah, yeah. Then we see Edge's Fortress of Solitude is in the desert. Um, he takes Superman to meet his father, and they do that crazy pain thing that he made Edge go through.
The reprogramming.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
then
Lois called
Lois,
John.
John Henry Irons, and said, "Yeah, it's happening." And he's like,
Just
"Oh
like how
fuck."
you thought it would.
Yeah, but it happened. Well, it didn't. Yeah. I guess he didn't say he was forced into it, but yeah,
He just knows it's time.
yeah. And we'll find out what happens next on July 27th. Yeah, they're going on break.
So next week it's just the Flash
And Legends.
and Legends, and not even Batwoman.
Oh yeah, Batwoman's the finale. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, that was Superman and Lois.
Huh.
Who's winning, Mara?
Edge.
100%. Definitely. Edge is winning.
Like his whole plan is coming to fruition.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, both of us say Edge is winning. Make a note of that.
Gotcha.
Who is losing?
The Earth. uh, fuck. Almost everyone. Uh,
I'm gonna say Ryan, because she ain't got no bat suit.
I was gonna think like Team Batwoman, but I didn't know if you would let me say the whole team.
No, I wouldn't. I would definitely tell you to pick somebody.
Yeah, I guess Ryan.
Into the microphone.
Yeah, I guess Ryan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You even turned your head away. Like it was just like,
Oh, my bad.
like let's see. Yeah, yeah. I'm going with Ryan as well. But yeah, next week is the season finale of Batwoman. Um, Superman and Lois will be back on July 27th. Mm, yeah, I think that'll be it for this week's episode of Super Flashy Arrow of Tomorrow, Mara. Do not forget, folks, you can find us on both Twitter and Instagram at The Creation World. That is at TheCreatia World. As always, I am not going to tell you how to spell world. If you do not know how to spell world, I don't know what your issue is, but figure it out. I don't know if you need to get a fucking dictionary or whatever you need to do. Google it. Google will fix it for you if you try to spell world and you spell it wrong. Like it's that smart now. It's watching you, so you know. There's that. Um what I've just accepted the fact that we're being ruled by our robot overlords. Um what else? Oh, there's also the facebook.com/creation world. Also the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. I'll put the link in the whole description here. There's a particular Facebook group though for this podcast. What is that Facebook group, Mara?
Facebook.com/group/super flashy arrow of tomorrow.
Also, subscribe to the Patreon. Get the extra goodies. You know, the early access to our other companion shows like Multiverse for this one. Where next one is going to be
Rain is the
Reign of the
yeah.
Superman. Yeah, Reign of the Superman. Um, So we'll put that one out there for you. Right now, the most recent one is The Death of Superman. We watched that one, had our thoughts on it. It was fun, good times. Um, what else? If you're a wrestling fan, there's also Smacking It Raw. Check it out every week. Pornhub, Poppy Vince, Daddy Delgado, and the Warden Matt Ritter talk wrestling every week. There's a Facebook group for that as well. Facebook.com/Smacking It Raw. No, Facebook.com/groups/Smacking It Raw. Ooh. Also, check out our Twitch channel. Kobe Quickscope Pointer. I know he said that's not his name no more because they don't quickscope in Apex Legends, but still, that's what I'm gonna say for now until he gives me something better. But yeah, kid's on there doing his thing. He's a bad motherfucker. I'll probably be streaming on there this weekend, just playing some PC stuff, trying out some new stuff on Steam because I just figured out Streamlabs. So yeah, I want to play with that. Um,
I will someday contribute.
Trying to think. Is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. We'll catch you all next week then.
Bye.
Until then, we out.
Bye.